everyone, Vanessa here and welcome back to my channel. I am back. I am ready to talk about June's TBR. I have 2 SipsBy subscriptions to open and I joined a book club. So we'll talk about the book that we decided to read. Also gone for 2 months because my husband and I caught COVID and we were quarantined and making sure we were hydrated and taking care of each other. And then unfortunately my husband's mom, my mother-in-law, passed away, and we were making sure family was okay and making sure my sister-in-law was doing okay, especially mentally, because she was taking care of everything. So we had a celebration of life in July and just heard some awesome stories about our mom, and now we're trying to heal and move on and trying to get in the flow of work and parent life and whatnot. So I'm back. First thing we're going to talk about is June's TBR, the books that I read, the books that I didn't read, and will push on further this year. And then let's see. Then we'll open SipsBy subscriptions. I have June and July's, and then later on I'll create subscription boxes. I also have June and July's. So let's get started. Let's start with the Kindle books that I've read. Okay. So the first book that I read is called Forbidden Throne by Jennifer Lacey. There's the cover. It is a novella, so it was very short. I felt like the writing was rushed, but it was kind of worth it because it was a really good book, and I hope there is more to the story. So I hope there's a sequel or it becomes a trilogy or something. It's about a princess that is forced to dress up as a prince so that her family doesn't lose the kingdom because their father had died, and they didn't have a male heir, and the next male heir in the family, he's actually a jerk. So the mom didn't want him to take over the kingdom because he would just ruin it all. So different princesses from different kingdoms do like a meet and greet with this princess who is dressed up as a prince, to spend one-on-one time with her and to get to know her and hopefully be wed. She definitely doesn't want to do this because, first of all, her mom's forcing her to. She wants to just have like a regular life. And some of the princesses that she does meet are spoiled brats or only care about themselves or just care about giving her gifts, kind of like paying for her love. Some of them, they're more like friends and instead of like love interests. There is a gay prince in this, so he's like, hey, I'm an option too. And he is funny in this story. Let's see. She does meet one princess that she clicks with. Like right when they locked eyes, she felt a fire in her belly and in her heart, and she's never felt like that before. And in her kingdom, anybody can love anyone, so whether it's a man and a man or a woman and a woman or a man and a woman, it doesn't matter in their kingdom because they do imprinting love, kind of like Twilight. And she's also a dragon, so that made more sense later on in the story. And I believe that's it. I just don't want to spoil it too much, but there's the cover. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and it's a very good book. So that was the first one that I finished. The second one is Read Between the Lines by Rachel Lacey. And there's the cover. It's a really good book so far. I didn't finish it, but I will finish it this month. It's about a woman that owns a bookstore that used to be her mom's bookstore until she passed away, so she inherited it. She received a letter in the mail saying that the lease to the building was going to be terminated, even though she pays all the bills on time. So it's like she's losing her home and her memories of her mom. Now, the lady that signed that paper comes to visit the bookstore with her niece, but they don't know each other. So the lady of the bookstore doesn't know that's the lady that signed the letter. So she felt bad because she's actually an author and she sees a display of her books in the bookstore, and there's never been a display of her books in any bookstore ever. So she was excited to see that, but it kind of was like hurting her heart because she doesn't want to see the bookstore go, but it's her job. So they actually talk to each other on Twitter, but don't know that she's the author, and then this lady is the bookstore owner, but she uses a different name, and the author uses a pen name. So it's very interesting to be like, you vent to this person, but you don't know how it's going to end up when you find out about who that person really is. I haven't got that far yet. That's the idea that I was getting. And it very good writing, I should say. There's a sequel to this book called No Rings Attached. So there's the cover of it. Sorry, if I click on it, it just shows No Rings Attached in pretty cursive with the white page. I haven't, so I'll read that when I'm done with Read Between the Lines. And that is it for the Kindle copies. Let's see. Sorry, I have to move everything around so I can get to it. I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay. So, there's the physical copies, and we'll start with The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. I didn't read this book. I know on my Goodreads it says that I'm currently reading it. I'm not. I'm going to save this for later on this year because I want to try to get a hold of book 2 and book 3, and it's also a show on Amazon Prime. So I'm trying to stay away from that so I don't get any spoilers. But it's a coming-of-age love story, and these are the actors that play the characters. If you want to pause and read that. So I will pick this up later on this year. Excuse me. I'm a mood reader, so that's why I was like, Okay, next is Don Dougall's Rock, Saber, Scissors. This I did start reading and then put down. I believe it's a romance, mystery romance. I have no idea what it's about, but if you want to pause and read that little bit, you can. I do love Dawn Dougall's books. She's on TikTok if you want to follow her. It's at author Dawn Dougall. And speaking of her books, this one I did finish, Hot Flash of Homicide. It is about a sergeant that is on a case, and it's with, oh god, sorry, a sergeant that's on a case of a homicide, but the prime suspect is also the person that she likes, and she stayed the night at his house, so she's his alibi. they decided not to tell anybody on the case that she's his alibi until they find the killer and figure out who it is, because she knows it's not him. What's interesting about her writing and her books is that the women go through the change of life, like premenopause or menopause, and they're older. They're like 35 plus, and I am enjoying these books because it's like older women versus YA teenagers or early 20s. So there's that one. Excuse me a minute while I help my baby. He's calling me. Okay, I'm back. Next book is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie. I don't know how to say her last name. I'm so sorry. I didn't end up reading this book, but I'm going to save it for spooky season because it seems like suspense, just by the cover of it, a suspense mystery. And the author also has 3 other books, and I don't know if it's part of a series because it seems like the same, I'm gonna say character, like the character, she's on the rest of the covers. But we have Escaping from Houdini, and then Hunting Prince Dracula. I love this cover. And there's another book. Let me see if I can get it. Capturing the Devil. I don't have this book, so I'm gonna have to find it. But it goes, I believe, in that order. I'm gonna save those for, I want to say, the end of September through October, since it does seem like a series, or they could be like standalones. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about this author. I honestly bought the first book because of the cover. I really like the cover of each of these books. And that is it for June's TBR. The Hot Flash of Homicide is on my Goodreads, and I gave it a 5-star out of 5. I don't think I left a review on it. I try not to leave too many reviews on books anymore because of how toxic people can be on Goodreads and Book Talk and Book Twitter. You would not believe the messages that I receive just by giving a book like 1 star or 2 stars or even 3 stars. And I try to be positive in my reviews. It's just, it gets ridiculous sometimes. So I don't really give reviews. I only do star ratings now. Let's see. I joined a book club on Twitter, and this lady is actually very nice. So I didn't have time to ask her permission to use her username or to say her username, so I'm not going to. But you can find me on Twitter at Vanessa's Library. I'm pretty sure if you go through my tweets, you'll find the retweet of hers talking about if you want to join a book club, like and retweet or message her. I'm pretty sure you can join it because there's only about 5 people, I believe, and only 2 of us are reading the book that we chose. So we chose Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. This is my Owl Crates edition with the sprayed edges and everything. She just received hers in the mail a few days ago. We're going to read until chapter 8 and then talk about what we read. And we're going to do that throughout this week and hopefully finish it by this weekend and then continue with the book club. So that's it for that. Next we have SipsBy subscription. I have June and July's boxes I'm going to open right now. Later on, I will post a video about Owl Crate's June and July boxes, and hopefully post them before August Owl Crate comes in. Oh yeah, happy August, everybody. It's almost spooky season. As you know, that is my favorite season. Autumn until December is my favorite. Okay, so we have SipsBy boxes. This one's June, so I'll open this one first. Okay, so if you don't know, SipsBy is a tea sample subscription box. There's the paper. And you can find them there. And you do a little test on your tea preference, how much caffeine, what spices you like, what fruit, what kind of teas you like. And I believe it is $16 a month. So on the back of this paper it tells you the names of the teas, so I'll just keep that nearby. I believe all of these you boil or almost boil water. I think the water has to be 195 to 212 for about 5 minutes for each tea. So it just depends on if you have black tea or green tea or white tea. Okay, so first we have rose apricot nectar, tiny bee tea. It's an oolong tea. And look at this packaging. That's so adorable. I love this. I'm a sucker for cute packaging. I get mostly loose teas, if you can hear that. So of course they give you little disposable tea bags. I also use tea infuser balls. Rose apricot nectar. I can't wait to try that. I've never had apricot flavored tea before. I do like rose flavor if it's not too powerful or overwhelming, I should say. Next we have 2 samples of masala chai from the Tea Heaven. It's premium Indian tea. Packaging is beautiful as always. Let me see. It's a black tea with cinnamon, ginger, cloves, star anise, black pepper, and white pepper. Ooh. And it says steep for 5 minutes. That sounds wonderful. And it's high caffeine. So like early morning when you didn't get enough sleep kind of tea. The rose apricot, that one, it says it contains caffeine, so it must be low. It's an oolong tea. It has papaya, apple, apricot, rose, red rose petals. And then we have Tea Kitten. I love this company. This is an Earl Grey cream vanilla. I love Earl Grey tea. Is probably my favorite type of tea. This is high caffeine. Let's see. It says black tea, marigold petals, sorry, not pebbles. And some flavoring. So I'm assuming like vanilla flavor or like a creamy flavor. And then last tea we have, oh, it's a big package. I like these resealable packaging. Look at that tea. Ooh. There's a card on the back. Oh, it's a cranberry breeze herbal tea. Oh, it has all the ingredients. It has hibiscus flowers, rose hip, chichori roots. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And then cranberry pieces. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I actually like cranberry flavor. And that is it for that box. This is a good box. And I say that about every box that I have. I keep changing my tea preference because, let's see, in May I received like a cottagecore, fairy core themed box and I loved it. I just didn't like some of the flavoring that was in those certain teas. They were still good teas, but sometimes they were overpowering with the flavors that I don't like. So I had to change everything, and now I'm barely getting like the cottagecore themed, but I guess it depends on the packaging. Because I had one that was called Tea Goblin, and it was an Enchanted Forest name. The flavor, it reminded me of a macadamia nut cookie. So like white chocolate, macadamia nuts, vanilla, maybe a little bit of cinnamon, but they had gold or edible gold glitter. So my tea was like a golden color and it had sparkles in it, and I absolutely loved it. Excuse me. And the flavor was really good. So I wanted to get more teas like that because I do like the nutty, fruity flavor teas. Okay, so now we have July's box. And again, you always get the paper on top and the information about the teas on the back. So I'll keep this right here. And I get loose teas, so if you like loose teas, you'll always get disposable tea bags. And we have SipsBy Earl Grey Oolong. It says Earl Grey Oolong Earl Grey tea. That was a lot to say. So Earl Grey, and then again down here. This is, I'm assuming it's a citrus flavor because it has citrus peel. Oolong tea. I'm reading the back. Sorry. Rose petal. It says tea flowers, natural flavors, and bogamont bits. Ooh, bogamont. I love that. And the packaging's cute. And this one is medium caffeine. Speaking of Tea Goblin, I got another one. Okay, so same packaging theme. The last one that I got, it was clear packaging so you can see the tea, so that you can see the gold flakes. But I love this tea and this tea company that I just want to buy in bulk. This one says Luscious Lemon. I love citrus teas as well. But this one says it has rooibos, sweet blackberry leaves, almond bits, marigold pebbles, lemongrass, and it says contains other nuts. So if you're allergic to nuts, I don't recommend this tea because it does have nuts in it. The packaging on the back though too, it's super cute. Look at the little lemons. I'm a sucker for I want to say cottagecore theme, fairy core. I love that stuff. I know right now it doesn't look like it, but it's either those type of core outfits or dark, so witchy type. So I'm both like, I don't stick to one, I stick to two different kinds. So you'll see me in all black with like these type of earrings or like spooky type earrings, or you'll see me in green, blue, yellow, and pink with little mushrooms, fairies, butterflies, or like My Neighbor Totoro little characters. I can't choose. Okay, next we have Nepal tea. It says Nepali breakfast organic black tea and spices. So there's the packaging, super cute. Oh, here we go. It has black pepper, ginger, black cardamom, cinnamon leaf. Ooh, so cinnamon leaf instead of cinnamon stick. That's different. I'm looking down here, sorry. It's high in caffeine, so definitely one of those, if you didn't get enough sleep and you need some caffeine and you like tea, that's the tea for you. And then last tea we have, and it's a big packaging, and it's resealable. I love that. Lovely lavender lime. Ooh, so I've been liking lavender flavor lately. A few past teas that I received was like a creamy lavender, so it was more like, you didn't need creamer in your tea. If you like creamer in your tea, you don't need it. You just need like a little sugar cube and you're good. But there's the packaging. The back is cute too. Shows you all the different types of teas that they have. This one, I'm going to have to read on the paper. I'm sorry. It says black tea, lavender, eucalyptus, orange, peppermint, lemon. This is a lot of flavoring. Cornflower, marigold, lime oil, peppermint oil, and moringa, if I'm saying that correctly. And it's medium caffeine. So that's it for the SipsBy boxes. I can't wait to try these teas because I'm almost out of all my teas from having COVID and from being sick and not feeling well after COVID. I'm trying to cut back a little bit on the coffee, but I just can't. I love coffee as well. I wish I could get a coffee subscription box, because I would. I actually did receive, or I think it was last year, I bought Jacksepticeye's coffee brand. Oh god, if I can think of the name of it, I'm so sorry. Top of the Morning Coffee. There we go. And that has to be the strongest and the best tea, or the best coffee ever. They also have tea, and they also have awesome mugs. Their coffee was really good. I want to try their tea because they have a citrusy tea, I think, that I want to try because I love citrus flavor as well. Alrighty, so that's it for today's video. I know, super long. I appreciate it if you watched the full video. Thank you for sticking around. Give me a few days and I will post I'll create some unboxing. And yeah, that's it. So currently reading, as you know, Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. Tell me what you're currently reading. Tell me your favorite author. Comment down below. Like, subscribe if you want. You don't have to share. I'm just doing this for fun. And that's it. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.